What's up, guys and girls? Just getting everything connected. Facebook's up. YouTube is still thinking. Twitter's up, and Twitch is good to go, guys. The new collab with Night Sky is out now. Getaway, sick track. Yeah, out now on all platforms. Anyway, guys, let's get into your demos very, very soon. Hope you are well. Greetings from wherever you are tuning in from. Oh. guys? How are we? Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to another demo drop, guys and girls. Feel free to send me... we have double something. It's the... Let me check. Anyway, guys, we have demo drop time, so... Yeah, send me your demos. I only accept them via SoundCloud DM because it's just a nice, easy way to keep things in order. Speaking of order, we're going to be starting with Wilson Serrano, my friend. Also, guys, just at the top of the show, I mentioned my track with Night Sky is out today. So it's called Getaway. It's a really nice melodic bass track. So if you get the time, give it a stream. And also, most of you guys pre-saved it as well. So thank you so much. For that. Yeah, anyway, let's have a listen to Jumping Season version 1, ultra short, Wilson Serrano.
I don't care about trouble. I just want to jump.
Guys, let me know in the chat if the audio's okay.
It doesn't matter where we come from. Forget about your challenges. It's not a matter of where we live. Music is universal. I just want to jump.
Nice, Wilson. Good good start to the track. So I like the melody. It's good. It's interesting. It doesn't sort of get too repetitive. It's not too boring. It's not too long. It's a good sort of length of melody. What I'm detecting is your main sort of like lead sound, let's call it. It sounds like it has a lot of sort of low end frequency in that. And what it's doing, it's sort of crushing or it's disturbing your bass line somewhat. So when I was focusing on your bass line, I could hear the sort of, so the melody was doing this thing and then the bass line was sort of doing a counter melody to the main rhythm of the lead. And then you also had a sub bass under that as well. So it sounded like your bass line and your sub bass line were doing two different things. And it sounded a little funny in parts. So maybe just align them so that they're exactly the same. And EQ out some of those low end frequencies on the sort of lead sound. And then your bass sort of frequencies might clean up a bit more. But man, for a good, for a sort of version 1 of a new track, it's sounding pretty good. Like it's already sounding quite developed. It's also a good sort of, I would say like aggressive sidestep from trance. So it still has your trance elements, your trance sort of trademark, but little bit more aggression, and it's an interesting sound from you. So really, really nice, man. And yeah, good track to start off the show. Let's continue. Teddy Dog, Be Proud.
Das sensationelle
So far, so good, man. Really good sound design, good sort of emotion already. The drop came in like really fast, which was unexpected, but in a good way. So nice. Man, really nice. I dig this. Really good sound design and like such an emotive sound, especially that you had that like a real cinematic break there with the big sort of drums. Boom, 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 boom. Man, really cool. This reminds me a lot of like a film score. Yeah, nice track. I mean, I'm always a sucker for drums. I usually pick up when something is incorrect on the drum track, but the drums in this track were like perfect, man. Really, really nice mix on the drums. Only thing I could recommend is play around a bit with the stereo field. I say this often to many people, but have a few elements to the left, few elements to the right, and have some things moving around in the mix, so it creates a bit more of a dynamic track. I'm not saying you have to do that for this track. This track is quite strong. But just a tip for you and everyone watching to sort of get your tracks from good to awesome. So, man, really good track. I can't really fault anything. Sort of like a melodic bass, future bass track. Really nice, man. Maybe you could search for a vocalist or something like that. Yeah. Head to my Discord, my friend, and just do @ symbol and type vocalists. And maybe you can post that track in the collab section, and maybe a vocalist will respond and lay down some vocals for you. Nice, man. All right, pushing on. Escape the Tiger. Let Me Hold You. Ooh. Okay.
Let me hold you, 'cause I don't know if I'll be here by tomorrow. Let me love you, 'cause I don't know if I'll be here by tomorrow. I wonder why, when I look in the dark blue sky, all I see is you. What are you doing to me?
Hold it so tightly, just gotta let go. You're showing me these things that I've never seen before. When you look me in the eyes, I can say it to you for sure. I've been trying to move on in the past, let go. Oh, and I'm trying to do it right. Yeah, I'm looking at this bottle, not a friend in sight. Just you and me, and we run to the end. Only want one love, I can say for a friend.
Let me hold you, 'cause I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. Baby, it's you. You are the one with the light I can follow. Baby, it's true.
left right on the shelf. You helped me see what love really felt like, and that's alright. I never forget that we shared the same night when we're laying back, and we shared the same breath. It was so nice. We would talk all night. Come the next day, yeah, we're still alright. Now we're soaring. Watch the time go by, and I still can't believe that I am that guy, and I'm gonna make it forever when it comes to that time.
Nice track, man. You know what I like about this? It's sort of with these sort of beats tracks, you can't really comment on the sort of music production side of things because it's literally so basic. But what's important with this style of music is the story that's told in the vocals. So good storytelling, really laid back vibe, sort of like a lo-fi feel. And yeah, this style of music is quite cool, quite infectious, good for like studying, good for like driving on the street on a rainy day or a sunny day by the beach, you know, really cool, man. So thanks for submitting. We're going to push on to Like Blue, Millennium Story of My Life, Like Blue remix.
When you leave me open. The door's cracked wide open, and I'm stuck inside. With all these promises we made, they'll end up broken. We're going through the motions, only one of us survives. So go, leave me here alone. Break me down to my bones. I'm better off alone. This always happens. Where's your better options? I've been here before 100 times. So what's the point?
Really surprising sort of psytrance break there. I think you need a bigger kick in that drop. It deserves something bigger. Really good. Sorry, I missed that last little stab. Nice, really nice. Yeah, my first comment was the kick, especially with your sort of psytrance drop there. Definitely needs some more energy in the low end. Someone mentioned it earlier. Who was it? Lauxia mentioned that, or Lorxia. I always get that wrong. The chat on the video is delayed. Yeah, I think it's about a 15-second delay between YouTube Live and Restream, because I stream through Restream to just go on multiple platforms. Like Blue, I dig it. I think the energy's good. I like the vocal. Obviously, it's from the original, but I like how screamo it is, and then you back it up with this really like high energy sort of break. And in that break, you have to get more bass energy in there. So it's not difficult to do. You can mix the track a little bit different and just boost a little bit of the low end. But also, where was it? Yeah, there's some moments in the track where you have like the brass sort of boom. Give that a bit of width, because everything's sort of still hitting through the center of the mix. So every time you have that brass sort of stab happen, it's sort of washed out a bit because it's all falling behind each other in a straight line. So if you make it a little bit wider in the mix, then it'll come through the mix in a different sort of frequency. But wow, nice. This week is such a high quality stream already. Alrighty, we are pushing on. No, Subluxer has deleted their track. If you are live, my friend, feel free to drop another link and I will put you back in the queue. Alright, DJ Mix World and DJ EJ, a best job. Let's have a listen. I like this track. This track is a really good idea. What is missing is a little bit of like sound evolution. So this step is called sound design. So you have some good elements in there. You're making all the correct notes, all the correct chords, and all the correct melodies. But the sort of sounds that are created by you guys, they sound a little bit basic, if that makes sense. So spend some time. So I recommend duplicating a lot of your sounds and then finding a different sound. and try playing them together, see how they sound. Maybe the new one sounds even better than the existing one, and then you can sort of remove that from the mix. Also, the snare, the snare in the drop is quite loud, and so too the kick. So you can mix those, both the snare probably 20% lower and the kick maybe 10% lower. But overall, nice job. So I haven't heard from DJ Mixworld before, but DJ EJ, I have heard music from you before. This is a good step up. So it's always good to collaborate with other people because they teach you new skills and new tricks. And this track is one of your stronger tracks, DJ EJ. So very well done. All right, pushing on to Flowery. Let's have a listen. Winter is coming. Here we go. Hello all. What this track, the one element this track is missing is tension. So this, in the build up, there could easily be some rises happening in the background, and then slowly automating some parameters out so that the drop sounds a lot like larger. So that's the one thing I'm picking up. It doesn't build up to that awesome moment. It almost does, but just a few more elements in there and it will. So if you swept everything up through the high frequencies there and then dropped it back down for the drop, small technique, but it makes that moment so much sort of larger in the ears of the listener. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, that's my main tip for you, Flowery, is work on a little bit more tension, and also a lot of your notes on your piano roll are sort of quite higher up in terms of octave, so they're sort of near the sort of forward or the upper half of the piano. Try some chords a little bit lower in octave. That usually gives tracks a little bit more body. Because your track sounds very, I would say, like a lot of your melodies and your elements are sort of in the mid to high frequencies, and it's pretty much your vocal that's sitting in the center that gives it some body, which is not necessarily the traditional way that tracks are produced. You more sort of have the chords, which are the body of your track, and your vocal sort of sits in between the mids and the highs with a small EQ bump to cut through. So, in saying that, the vocal's quite nice. The sound design is nice. Like all the sounds sort of work together. Just some are a little. We'll play around with it. Some of them, for my ears, sound a little too high in terms of octave. So play around with it. I hope that gives you some ideas to take the track to next level. Awesome. Let's push on, shall we? Silk. 7 Nations Club Mix, and Silk is also a new submitter. So welcome, Silk. I forgot last week we had 2 new people and I didn't give them the new cat wave. Silk, let's quickly check out your profile, my friend. Cool, from Essex, UK. Silk, you're cold. Silk for inquiries, nice. My friend, if you want to add a few more details here, that'd be awesome. Like I tag everyone each week in an Instagram post, so definitely add your socials here, my friend, so that if people want to collab with you, they can contact you via more traditional channels. Because SoundCloud, people don't really chat through SoundCloud. So maybe, bro, list your Facebook or your Instagram or your Twitter handles here, so everyone can sync up with you a little bit better. And it's really cool to add something unique to your profile. So let us know what kind of music you like, what kind of music you produce, if you've seen anyone live, or what artists inspired you to be a music producer. That's always good to know. Yeah, anyway, let's check out your track. It's called 7 Nations Club Mix. Let's have a listen. Pretty nice track at the moment. Everything's mixed quite nice. The only thing that's a little bit, I would say, repetitive, annoying is this sample that you have constantly looping. Yeah, 100% agree, complaint. If but this is simple to fix, right? So you can just add some automation to that. So throw a filter on it and slowly make the filter in effect. So then you start like distorting the sound, changing the sound. Then it doesn't sound so consistent from start to finish. I hope that makes sense. And it's not a negative thing. It's just because you've built this track using that sample. So for your ears, you're used to it. But someone listening to this for the first time with fresh ears, that's something that stands out in a slightly negative way. So it's a little bit annoying. So add some automation to it. Distort the sound, change the sound, pitch the sound up, pitch the sound down. Maybe introduce a different instrument that also plays that same melody, you know, just to give the listener a bit of variety in their ears. Ah, okay, makes sense. Nice, bro. It's definitely a good little like house beat there for sure. I dig this, man. I dig the sort of the vibe you've created. It's pretty cool. It's a really good house track. I understand this was like a challenge with your friends, and you had to use that sample to make a track, which is fine. That being said, with challenges like this, it does not mean you have to keep that sample consistent throughout the whole track. But hey, everyone's different. Man, to be honest, you have a really cool sound. So let's check you out, my friend. So okay, so you haven't released too much music yet. So I might be correct in saying you're quite like a new producer. If that's the case, man, you're like really advanced for where you're at. So I really enjoyed that track. Like the energy was good. Just some elements I would personally change to make it yeah, more exciting for the listener. So man, really good track. Don't take anything too negative. This whole demo drop and this whole community is like positive vibes only. So feel free to join our Discord. It is free to join. And yeah, there you can collaborate with others. You can ask questions and people have the answers. Yeah, and you just meet all of us. So we meet once a week here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. But then when I'm not streaming, we all hang out on the Discord and chat about music and funny memes and all that sort of stuff. So you're welcome to join. Yeah, thank you, my friend. We are pushing on. So Silk was just done. Lauxia, let's have a listen. It is a Dropbox link. It's called, what's it called? Dragostea. Dragostea? Nice. Really good, man. A tip that was given by someone last week, it could have been Addy Musics or the Coco. Add a small sidechain as well every time your snare hits, right? So the snare in this track sounds really small. So my opinion would be to either layer the snare or add a different snare that's a bit bigger. You sounds like you have a really tight snare. Get a snare that's a bit sort of louder, a bit boomier. And every time it hits, have a small compression in your track so that it cuts through a bit better. Yeah, I dig that. You should stretch that out to a full track. And yeah, I dig that. That's really good. That was the only sort of thing I could pick up on that didn't sound right. But yeah, overall, man, really nice track. Keep going with that. Don't side that. Keep working on that. All right, the Coco ID number 4. Geez, this guy looks so excited to be here. Welcome. All right, let's have a listen.
Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies.
Nice. Okay, good good idea overall. The vocals lost in the production side of things. So boost the vocal in terms of volume and give it a small EQ spike in between like the mid to high frequencies so that it cuts through the mix a bit better. Also, you had like a really bouncy sort of melody and bass line, but the drums were very sort of 4/4, if that makes sense. So spice up the drum track a bit to match your music production that you already have under the track. Neat. You know what? That was so short. I'm going to listen to it again because it's so fun.
Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies.
Nice little track, man. All right, Complaints. I hope you are away from the kitchen and having a listen now. We're going to listen to your collab with Spiritsor. It's called Make the Ground Move Master File version 1. Let's have a listen. And a warning for anyone tuned in for the first time. Complaint usually releases some filthy, filthy beats, so just be prepared. This one might blow your face off. Thank you for the donation, Mr. Wilson Serrano.
That's an ass quake.
Man, I dig it. Okay, my it's always hard for me to give you feedback on your tracks, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, trap is not my like preferred style of music. My ears are not really like trained to that style of music, but I guess over the weeks, the years, and the months that I've heard your music, I'm slowly beginning to understand how it's sort of compiled together. So my main sort of not criticism but like suggestion for this track, right, is you have that vocal thing that just says like make the ground move, and it sounds really like it doesn't match the aggression of your production, right? So I feel like you or get a friend or someone like that to scream into the mic like make the effing ground move, but then where the swear word is just have the beep sound, make the effing ground move, boom da wah, bah, bah, wah, bah, dow. You know, I feel like that would I don't know, that would be better than what you have, you know. um yeah, if you want to, I can record it for you and then you can feature me in the track. Nah. um Yeah, but man, as per usual, you always bring the fire, and the I was gonna mention some things on like how the track is lacking like a little bit of like energy in terms of like the overall production, but I read just there before somewhere that you're gonna be mastering it tonight, so all that will sort of happen later on tonight, so I don't need to go into that. But yeah, that's my only thing is you have this really strong, aggressive production, and then this really thin, weak, sort of crappy vocal sample that you've got there. So re-record it yourself or get someone to do it, and I'll happily do it if you want to. Credit me as a writer on the track. Yeah, that's all I got for you, brother. Wilson, my friend, thank you for the donation. We are going to listen to Home featuring Sick Chick, vocal mix version 10. Okay, so Wilson's been working on this one for a while. Let's have a listen. Wilson, I don't know what you've done, bro, but this sounds like 50 times better than all the other version you've sent in. Really, really good. I feel like the vocal has, I'll be honest, in some parts of the vocal, it sounds like there's too much reverb happening, right? So, if you want to spend the time and you can automate some of the reverb at some different stages in the sort of vocal, go ahead and do that. But it's just my personal preference. If this is how trance vocals traditionally are, then just leave it. But when I play around with vocal reverb, I normally have the start of the sentence with very minimal reverb, and then the last few words have a bit more reverb, so it sort of trails off when there's vocal silence. And also, this is a tip for everyone with vocals: when singers sing or say the S sound, the hiss, often when we mix vocals, it comes through really, really harsh to the ears. And there was one moment, Wilson, near the start here where there was some really high harsh frequency just from the production of the S sound. So you can edit that out slightly, or you can, I think there's a plugin called the dehisser or something like that. And that fixes it for you. Basically equalizes out all the harsh S's in sounds. But this is just me being very, very critical because this track, in my opinion, is on the final stages of like being signed. So these are just tiny things that I'm letting you know about if you want to fix them. But yeah, don't have to. Let's continue. Good switch up with the vocal here. I remember this from 2 weeks ago.
Never thought I'd find you, never thought you'd be the one. My lighthouse in plain view, I'm having deja vu. And I still feel in search of something real. You are the one I'll call.
Wilson, really nice, man. I'm glad that like most of us have followed you on this journey of this track. So it's good to hear where it came from and where it is now. It's a very evolved from where it was, and like you should be proud of this. This is sounding really, really good, man.
It's just too surreal, but you're the one, but you're the one I'll come home to, I'm coming home to.
Nice, man. And yeah, this sort of track you could run a small remix competition on as well. Really nice, man. Really, I would really push this one hard. So with your label, I would recommend that you play a bit of hardball with them. So say, I will only release this track on your label if you allow me to run a remix competition. And because you are the vice captain of this stream, of this whole Steve Marks Music universe, we will use the Discord if you feel comfortable to push the remix competition. So if that sounds good to you, bro, let me know. And yeah, I'm smiling because that track is, I remember where it was and I know where it is now, and it's just so much better. Really good work, man. Really, really good. Okay, we're pushing on. The Coco. IDO4 movies. Good to see you've updated the picture. It's not the sad little walrus. Is it a walrus? What would you call that? No, that's a seal, right? An ugly seal. Anyway, ID4 movies. Let's have a listen.
Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies. Okay, baby, let's go tonight to the movies.
Much better with the there's better swing on the drums this time, and the vocals I mean, the vocals are a little bit clearer in the mix, but I would still give them a bit of a bump in the EQ, my friend. Sealed Walrus. All right, we're gonna push on because I'm gonna finish up soon, guys. We've so far hit 12 tracks, so I'll do Silk, I'll do your No Caller ID melodic drill, and then I'll get to Addy Musics. And then we'll draw the artist of the week. But guys, if you are thinking of leaving early, please do me a big favor. My new collab with Night Sky landed today on all streaming platforms. So if you get a chance, please add it to your playlists if possible. I've just dumped the Spotify link there. For anyone who wants to leave early, just smash that link, save it to some playlists. That would be awesome. And yes, I know most of you have pre-saved it, so thank you so much. It's already in some of your playlists, which is awesome. But yeah, this is just what I do. So I help you guys for hours and hours each week, and these tiny little things I ask in return from you guys, I really appreciate it when you do it. So thanks so much. All right, No Caller ID melodic drill / guitar Central C type beat 2022. Silk, let's have a listen.
I slick you.
Yeah, I was walking in the street with my bitch, hey, yeah. Hey, what you say, hey, what you say? I was walking in the street with my peeps and my hoes, and they're thinking about my toes and my joes, oh no. Needs a vocal, bro. Good, I feel like the 808 bass is like perfect, bro. Good mix. With this with the vocal on the top is perfect. There's a place I go to breakfast every afternoon. Coffee's rubbish and the bacon's always hard to chew. The toast is always soggy. She said, hi to me, bye to me, that'll be $5.95 to me. I don't really mind, I just like to be alone with my headphones inside the zone. Blah blah blah, ba 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 ba, da 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 da. Yeah, man, good beat. This will definitely inspire some rappers to get something down there, man. Yeah, nice, man. As I said, join the Discord and find a lyricist or a vocalist to spit some bars. All right, Addy Music's old idea. That doesn't matter. Let's have a listen. Deep house. Must be old. I can already tell you the piano has too much low end in it already. I can hear it clashing already. so funny. This bum bum. It's the exact same. I'm trying to think if it's like a cashmere. What is it? I think it's a cashmere pluck sound or something, but I have the exact same sound for the lead of my Britney Spears remix. This one, right?
Baby, one more time.
Yeah, I just find it funny. I hear the same sound in there. So let's keep going. So yeah, man, this idea isn't bad. It just needs better mixing. So the body of your track, starting with the piano, too many sub frequencies in there, and then here at the end, that sort of those chords there. Bum 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 bum. Also have too many bass frequencies, but man, the idea is there. I love that the Nexus 3 preset that you used. Really nice, really nice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything else in between, we have reached the end of the stream. Oh, that rhymed. What did I say? What did I say? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. This is now the end of the stream. I have to clip that, and oh my god. Okay, anyway. Guys, so we reviewed 13 tracks today. Smartphone alert. Hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 13, please?
A random number between 1 and 13 is 10.
10. Boom, it's your boy, Mr. Wilson Serrano. Bro, you are the artist of the week, so I will do a post on the Insta of the gram. And I guess I'll tag our little collab as well, brother, because why not? We work together on that. It's a great song. Speaking of great songs, guys, I'm going to leave. There will be a link in the chat. Please click on that and save it to any playlists that you have. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for sending me your music. And yeah, onwards and upwards. The stronger we get each week with our music. So, ciao, ciao. Woo!